Hello friends, welcome to our third video on learning computer vision. In the first video we learned about the black image. In the second video we learned about the white image. And in our third tutorial video we are going to learn about the color image. We'll be using Python and OpenCV. We'll essentially create a colorful image. Let's make it yellow and try to see we as humans see the color yellow. What is it that computers see? And if we can understand how computers look at images, we can build an understanding of computer vision, and eventually we can identify objects in the real world and do some cool stuff with computer vision. So let's thank our sponsors. Visit Kimavi.com to learn computer vision and myguide.org to play with the products built with computer vision. So we are going to learn about the color images. There is a very simple idea that if you take blue, green and red color, start mixing them, you can create other colors, right? So it's fairly simple idea. If you take red and green and go back to your childhood days, mix them, you will get the color yellow. If you take red and some green, not the equal amount of green, you can get orange. So it's a very powerful idea that just by using three primary colors, blue, green and red, and by changing the amount of blue, amount of green or amount of red, and for computers it is a number from 0 to 255 on a 8-bit pixel, you can make any color. All right, so that's a powerful idea. You see this video, it has black pixels, green pixels, yellow pixels, it has orange pixels, and everything is possible just by mixing BGR. By keeping BGR as 0, we get black color. By keeping BGR with some intensity, like keeping blue and or keeping red and green same, you can make yellow. Okay, let's start with a simple question like what we have done for black and white images. We are going to ask a simple question. Let's take a look at what do we see on the next screen. What do you see? It's all yellow, bright yellow. So your computer is drawing 30 frames per second, pixel by pixel, yellow, 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 yellow. Something is telling computer to draw all these yellow pixels on this video. What is it? Let's try one more time. What are we seeing? We are seeing all yellow. How is the computer drawing yellow? What are we telling computers that this pixel is all yellow, right? Essentially, what we learned is we are mixing green and red. We are telling that go with 255 for green, 255 for red, keep your blue as 0, and you will get the yellow color. So what we see is yellow. What do computers see? We save the image, call it yellow.png, open up it on a Mac, on a image program, we see yellow. If we open up the same thing in the Python program, we are importing NumPy and CV2, and we are opening up the yellow.png to see what is inside it, and we see numbers 83, 252, 255. What is it telling us is that blue of 83, 252 of green, and 255 of red. So blue and red, so green and red are almost similar, 255, 255, that's the color yellow, and there is some amount of blue mixed in as well. So why these three numbers are getting mixed? They are getting mixed to give us yellow, and here is a quick proof. So if you have red 255, green 252 in terms of 8-bit pixel number and some amount of blue, we will see the yellow color. So important point to understand here is when we are working with HTML images, HTML colors, we use RGB, red, green and blue. Inside OpenCV, we are using BGR. It's just the convention that OpenCV follows. So that's it. Just remember it that when you are dealing with OpenCV, you have blue, green and red. When you're dealing with colors on an HTML kind of page, you can either have hexadecimal values like FF, or their corresponding decimal values 255, 255, 255. But that is RGB, and here we are dealing with BGR. All right. So we see white because BGR is 255, we see black because BGR is 000, and we see yellow because blue is 0 and red and green is 255, 255. So that's the core idea, right? To create yellow color, you make blue as 0 and green and red as their max values. This is the most fundamental idea in computer vision. By reading the BGR of a pixel, you can figure out colors, you can figure out what that object is by combining the pixel. Everything that you see on computers is made up of numbers. On every pixel there is RGB value, and by understanding numbers you can teach computers to interpret images. So how do you make purple? Again, very simple idea. You start mixing red, green and blue. Here you have about half of red, more of blue and little bit of green, and you get the purple. You can also make shades all the way from black to white and the shades of gray by keeping RGB as the same value. So play around with this, it's a lot of fun. In the next video we will we'll have some more fun with creating images with numbers. Alright, so what are we learning in this video? Let's recap. What we see as black, computers see as 0. What we see as white, computers see as 255, 255, 255. Colors can be represented by combining red, green and blue, and you can write an image in RGB or BGR format, and we use BGR for OpenCV, and 0, 255, 255 means blue is 0, and if you want to make yellow, just make blue as 0 and make red and green full 255 values, and you will see yellow. If you want to make purple, just play around with numbers, and by keeping BGR same and changing values from 0 to 255, we can make shades of gray as shown right here. Alright, so again, this is the final tutorial kind of video where you have to get the basic concept of what is a black image, what is a yellow image, what are colorful images, what is a pixel made up of. And if you can understand so far, you can become a computer vision engineer, a computer vision scientist. So far, if you haven't gotten excited about computer vision, don't waste your time. Maybe this field is not for you. Do something else, skateboard, rollerblade, hiking, kayaking, biking, whatever. But so far, if you are excited about black image, white image, yellow image, colorful images, RGB, BGR, and if you want to create self-driving cars like Tesla, computers that can look at your face and unlock themselves, and security cameras and whole bunch of interesting things, keep going. Learn computer vision with Python and OpenCV, and if you like what you're seeing, thank our sponsors. Visit Kimavi.com and myguide.org. My Guide has some amazing products built with computer vision. Alright friends, see you in the next video.